Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of MSU Inside Out, the second to last one of the semester. I'm your co-host, Cole Clementich, joined by my partner this week,
Kylie Kuntz.
And Kylie, what a week it was for KMSU. We had the Rock the Quad event on Tuesday, had a lot of fun with that. Got to showcase a lot of the performers at the quad, and yeah, we'll be discussing a little bit about that today. We also have another art speed drawing competition later on tonight. What else do we have?
Yeah, we have a lot left in store. We have a few interviews. One of those we'll learn a little bit more about the Rock the Quad event. But to get us started, we have some great comm department news. Award winning is never easy, but the MSU Professional Communication Department certainly knows how to get it done. Our own Parker Stria has more on the story.
Minot State's campus TV show recently earned the title of award winner, but its impact goes far beyond the plaques.
Welcome back to another episode of MSU Inside Out.
MSU's Inside Out is no stranger to the spotlight. The student-run show has been a staple of the communications department for over a decade. Semesterly changes to talent and tech roles help students hone their skills in a multitude of ways. May 2023 graduate and the show's host for the last two semesters, Cole Clementich, knows how much the experience will help him once he leaves Minot State.
It's a lot of hands-on, and we get to know all the ins and outs of what they do out there in the real world. All these little intricate details that in the broadcast field that really matter.
Inside Out gives students the opportunity to challenge themselves and learn what goes into a television production. It doesn't matter if they are the host, the weather person, or the technical director. Students have the ability to do what they are passionate about and grow from the experiences. They can also take knowledge from one position and utilize it in another. Ethan Wiley, Inside Out's director, wasn't always in his current position.
He started out in the show as kind of like a floor director and producer. So, taking care of time management, making sure people were where they needed to be.
Both students have been crucial to the success of the show. Their knowledge and experience have helped keep it running with high quality in mind. Reporting for KMSU 19 Minot State, I'm Parker Stria.
Inside Out will continue to be available every semester for all interested students. Be sure to check with your advisor if you would like to take the class this fall.
Thanks, Parker. And speaking of MSU Inside Out, I'm joined by someone who's usually behind the camera, our own producer, Maya Smalls. Thanks for joining us, Maya.
I had to go out of my way to get here, but this is good to have me.
Yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about Rock the Quad. So as far as I'm aware, that was like all you, correct?
Yes.
Awesome.
We had a meeting on what type of events that we wanted to host, like for the rest of the semester, kicking it to summer. And there was talk about doing the midnight, or what is it called, the murder podcast. But we planned on moving that to the fall. So instead, I had to think of something that would be quick and fun, and I really wanted to do something for like Earth Day. But there were so many events already being planned on that day, so we decided just to do Rock the Quad on another day, and it turned out.
That's awesome. So how did you, what were setup plans? How did you reach out to everyone? How was the setting up process? What does it take to create a campus event?
So last year we had Janie Wunderlich, but since she's gone, we did the talent show. That was her event last semester. So working from that, I had contacted some of the groups that performed for that, and I kind of reached out through our Instagram account and just seeing if it was something that people would want to be interested in or want to participate in. I had a few, yeah, we're interested, few, yeah, for sure, we want to be there, and then a couple no's, but overall it was a pretty easy process because we went a lot with the groups that usually come on our show or do certain events for us, so it was fairly easy.
Nice. I would never have guessed that, something could have run so smoothly.
Yeah.
So who did you have end up performing?
So for our final day, we had Ethan and Mason. They called themselves Vancouver Bubble Bath. They performed for us. And then we also had Maddie Roberts. She's our professor's daughter here. She performed. We also had a band, MSU band called Tunes by Goons. They performed. They were the closing act. We had a rapper that goes to MSU called Cloud Scott. He was there. And then we had Matt Bosch that beatboxed, our weather boy, for those of you that don't know. And then we also had Caleb, our audio guy here. So
Awesome, a lot of familiar names.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I hope Rock the Quad is something that you plan on bringing back, especially now that we're going to get some warm weather in the fall. But it was awesome to see you on camera
Thanks
for
for
a little
having me.
interview. Don't go anywhere, guys. Stay tuned for sports and another interview after this short break.
MSU Inside Out. Kylie, that was a great interview with Maya, certainly getting to chat a lot about the success with the Rock the Quad event, and I'm sure some of you guys tuned into that and enjoyed some of the live performances that were taking place. But moving on from that, we had a lot of rain today, and no more snow, hopefully, fingers crossed. But Matt, it is cloudy outside right now. What do you have for us?
Yeah, it's very cloudy. It was raining earlier today. It's way better than snow, and this should be the last of snow, unlike last week where we did get some snow. So we're done. It's over. Rain, sunshine, woohoo, birds chirping, squirrels running, stealing my food, whatever. But we do not have a video for Dwayne today because we're getting ready for the finale. Next week, we're in productions right now to do the final Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Weather Rock video. And it's going to be a doozy. That's all I got to say about it. Anyways, for current temperatures today, it's 44 degrees in Minot. We did have some rain, but now rain's over. May get a little more throughout the states as well. High of 49 and a low of 32. Temperature throughout the state, Wilson, 52 degrees. Dickinson at 49. Bismarck at 59, and over on the east side of the state, it's actually a little bit warmer with Grand Forks at 52 and Fargo being the warmest throughout the state at 61 degrees. Now, we do, looking on the radar, we have a lot of rain in like the eastern to central area of North Dakota, so just be aware of that if you're going to be traveling. Just don't want to hydroplane, go too fast, but otherwise you should be completely fine with that. Then for the 7-day forecast, for tomorrow, we're going to be at 56 degrees with a little bit cloudy skies, but when we move over into next week with Wednesday and Thursday, 70s. I have not said that before on this show yet, and I am happy to say that now. 70 degrees with 74 on Wednesday and Thursday being 73. Cole, I'm ready for this warm weather. It's time for spring sports. It's time to enjoy. School year's almost done. Next week is the finale. I'm excited for the Dwayne "The Rock" video.
No, I'm excited for you, Matt, and I'm excited especially for finally having some summer-like weather and finally, hopefully, being done with that snow. But thank you, Matt, as always. With that being said, as a student and a dad, balancing school and life can be a challenge, but a welcome one. Here with me now is Parker Stria and his daughter, Rayleigh, probably the cutest guest we will ever have on the show this year. Parker, thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for
and
having
especially
us.
bringing Rayleigh as well. So, yeah, just talk about, we kind of had you on last week, but talk some of the, challenges with, being a dad now, and what are some things that maybe you've had to adjust to?
Yeah, I think I said it last week, but everything changes, obviously, when the baby is born. With myself being I work part-time, and I also am a full-time student. It's just a lot of scheduling. You have to figure out pretty much when you can be home and be able to help with her is something I've had to really work with, and I'm still trying to perfect that a couple months in. But your schedule changes to whatever their schedule is. It's not the other way around. You got to do whatever the baby needs, whether that's obviously sleeping, diaper, bottle, anything like that. You're kind of living in their world now.
Oh yeah, for sure. And just kind of talking, what are some of the experiences maybe that you didn't think you had to consider beforehand, or just kind of talk briefly, did you ever, were there certain things that kind of caught you off guard a little bit?
Not really that I can think of. I kind of expected a lot of what we've kind of been through, my fiance, Rayleigh, and I so far, but it's definitely been, like I said, just a lot of changes. There's nothing really that I can think of that's really caught me off guard.
No, that's good. And, sometimes, being the best you can and being ready, that's nothing too shabby about that, certainly. Does she have any input on how to be a better host? Can I take some input from her? Does she? I'm kidding.
She looks pretty interested.
Yeah, believe it or not, she just took a nap right before the segment. So she's up and at 'em, and Parker. So just kind of talk a little bit more. So you kind of live in the Burlington area, so kind of a little commute, and like you said, adjusting to different times, and maybe having to get up on certain nights. What are some things that maybe potential new parents can take away from that, and how can they get ready?
It's something I've really noticed is you just got to be patient with everything. And that's something I've been trying to work on, especially my fiance can attest to that. But you just got to be patient, because not everything is going to be perfect. Not everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows. Luckily, we've been lucky, I guess, to have a very good baby, so to say. She's been really well behaved. She hasn't made our lives miserable, which has been really nice. But
I can see her
you're
smiling. No, that's awesome. But yeah, Parker, unfortunately we are out of time, but thank you for sharing your experience and bringing Rayleigh along in the show, making her television debut. So awesome. Well, thank you so much again there, Parker. There you have it, folks. There's Parker showing off his new daughter, Rayleigh, and also her giving some input on how she'll be a better host than I will ever be. That's for sure thing. But when we come back here, folks, after the break, we're going to get into some NDSU Bison, hoping to hear their names called in the NFL draft. And also, the Bright Young Men are back with another speed drawing competition. We'll be right back after this.
Thank you to all of our underwriters. Trinity Health is a comprehensive healthcare system based in Minot, North Dakota.
Fiance, with all your prom and bridal needs, located in downtown Minot.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports.
KIZZ FM Z94, playing today's hit music.
Mix 99.9, Minot's music mix.
SRT, offering a number of services including phone, TV, internet, and security.
KRRZ, 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZPR 105.3 FM, Minot's Rock Station.
East End, where the poor is worth so much more, located in downtown Minot.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
Nice Impressions, no job is too big or too small, located in downtown Minot.
MSU Beavers Hockey. Online info at msubeavers.com.
Forward Communication, connecting professionals in the Midwest.
El Azteca, authentic Mexican food on North Broadway near the airport.
MSU Theater Department, year-round entertainment.
Red and Green, MSU's student-run newspaper.
MSU Bookstore, for all your campus needs.
Minot Nutrition Addiction, offering healthy smoothies and meal replacements on the go.
H-Bar-B Construction, for all your oil field needs.
Bear's Cat Donuts, located on Broadway across from Minot State campus.
Welcome back to MSU Inside Out. I know you are all eagerly awaiting the draw-off, but before that, we have a lot of sports news. Parker, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Kylie. The 2023 regular season will conclude this weekend for the Minot State softball team. The Beavers currently have a record of 27-19 with only 4 games remaining. The last 4 games will be far from easy, however. The Beavers are on the road on Saturday when they play the 28-16 Minnesota State University Mankato Mavericks. History is one. The Concordia University St. Paul Golden Bears. The Beavers are 12-7 all-time against the Bears, but had lost their last 4 meetings. The Minot State baseball team's regular season is also nearing its end. The Beavers have a firm grasp on the number 5 spot in the standings with a 24-12 record. Luckily for the Beavers, their hardest remaining series of the regular season is today. The Beavers will play 2 games against the University of Minnesota Crookston Golden Eagles in Crookston. The Golden Eagles have a record of 29-15, which is the 3rd best in the NSIC. The first game started at 1:30 and was a 2-1 loss for the Beavers. Game 2 is currently going, so hopefully the Beavers are taking care of business. Minot State will be back at home this weekend for their final home series of the regular season. The Beavers will be playing 3 games against the 16-25 University of Mary Marauders. Game 1 on Saturday starts at 1:30 at Corbett Field. The 2023 NFL Draft kicks off tonight. That means 3 guys from North Dakota State University may see their dreams of being professional players come true. The group is headlined by offensive lineman Cody Mauk. The Hankinson, North Dakota product is currently projected to be a 2nd or 3rd round pick, but could sneak into tonight's 1st round. Next is fullback Hunter Lupke. The fullback is projected to be a 5th round pick, but his versatility could see him rise up draft boards fast. Last is tight end Noah Gindorf. The 6'6" redshirt senior caught 11 touchdown passes during his time in Fargo and is a projected 7th round pick. If all 3 players are drafted, it would be the most Bison to have ever been taken in a single draft. Cole, a lot of big NFL stuff going on lately. I know you're a Broncos fan, so how are you feeling about all this?
You know what? Honestly, I'm fine with having our first pick being in the 3rd round as long as we can rejuvenate Russell Wilson with the likes of a coach of Sean Payton. So if it all turns out in the end, you know, I'm all for it. And also, on top of that, the Minot Minotauros are back home tomorrow for Game 3 of Round 1 against the Austin Bruins. They are facing elimination, so hopefully the Toros can get a win here, Kylie, tomorrow on Friday. But with all that said, we're going to kick it off now to the bright young men who are back with another art speed drawing competition. Grant and Mason, what do you have for us?
Thank you so much, Cole. And you know, Grant, I think it's going to be hard to be the consistent best part of the show when they brought a baby. I think that's kind of cheating, but we can certainly try.
All right.
So if we can go ahead and get our prompt.
One-handed. And the prompt is King Kong on the Eiffel Tower.
There you go.
It's traditionally the Empire State Building, but the Eiffel Tower is a good way to mix it up.
I really like the schmicks that
All
we
right,
got going
everybody.
here.
I got the
All right.
clock set up here on my phone. I'm going to start the stopwatch right now. Mason, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. King Kong on the Eiffel Tower.
If I remember correctly, this is not the, I think it kind of goes like that. If I remember correctly, this is not the first time we've drawn the Eiffel Tower
I think we have
on
drawn
this
the Eiffel
show,
Tower.
actually.
Mason, have you ever seen the original 1933 King Kong?
Yeah, I actually really wanted to draw him, and I don't entirely, I don't think I could really capture the just terrible CG of that.
That's not CG, it's stop motion.
Thank you. You know what? Movie guy.
I know you are. So that's something you should know.
I'm starting to draw.
Mason, you got 30 seconds. Come on, pal.
I'm
speed
drawing
it
a
up.
platypus.
Let's
Oh
see
no.
King Kong. The eighth wonder of the world.
The eighth wonder.
As we can
himself.
see, there is his head. He's atop the Eiffel Tower, which is the structure below.
Oh no.
There's King
Oh
Kong.
no. That's. This is terrible. That's.
There's
King-
his arm.
That's
Mason,
King
you
Kong.
got 5 seconds.
Okay, wait.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Plane.
Mason, your time is up, unfortunately.
That's him.
Mason, you drew King Kong atop the Eiffel Tower. That is the iconic plane scene I see you're referencing right there.
I think I kind of drew a cursed Tigger, but you
Well,
know.
Tigger is a good Winnie the Pooh character. Mason, you did your best job drawing King Kong on the Eiffel Tower. I'm going to give it my shot now. You got the clock loaded up. Just
All
tell me
right.
when.
Go ahead now.
You're starting now?
Yeah, I'm starting
All
now.
right,
Go,
then.
go. You're down
So,
2 seconds
now,
already.
what I remember, the Eiffel Tower has a bit of a curve to it like that, so we're going to be drawing the plate, also the needle that a lot of people associate with the Eiffel Tower, as well as beams to keep it structurally sound so that it does not fall to the floor.
Of course.
That's what we have right here. We also have the arch where people can walk through.
Of course.
But now we're going to introduce the legendary character of King Kong. So
Grant.
King Kong here, he's got his head, he's got his body. He's a little lean from what I remember. He's not, small or anything by any means necessary, but he is. There are his feet. He's using his arms here to climb.
I really
the
hope you can
Eiffel
do a better gorilla than me.
Well, I'm gonna give it by all, Mason.
I kind of forgot what gorillas look like. So
They look like apes.
Yeah.
is the main thing.
yeah, true.
So
true.
I
you have
don't
10
know. I
seconds.
don't remember his ears. I'm gonna give him human ears. I'm gonna give him a
5,
nose.
4. Better hurry up.
And then
3,
there's an airplane.
2, 1. I'll give you 1 extra second because I
Okay,
stole one
all
from
right.
you. All right, you're out.
How's that?
You're out.
Okay.
I like his. He's so happy.
I kind of stole your design a
a
little,
little
Mason.
bit. Yeah, honestly, I think
I was running a little low on time there.
Yeah, I get it.
Everybody, in recap, the prompt was to draw King Kong on the Eiffel Tower. Mason I basically just stole Mason's drawing from mine when going off about
It's
it.
wonderful.
Just
You
from
included
my
the ground, though.
memory of King Kong. My Eiffel Tower was a little more accurate. However, Mason's does look like an actual monkey compared to whatever I did.
That's very generous.
Everyone, this has been the KMSU TV Draw-Off. Thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like to vote on which one was your favorite, of course, you can visit the KMSU TV Instagram, where we're going to be having a poll in our story, as well as going to Swain Hall, 3rd floor. There's a little piece of paper and an easel. You can vote for your favorite. Mason, you got anything to add?
No, just go away from this. I don't want to
Kylie,
look at it
Cole,
anymore.
What do you guys think of our King Kongs?
Grant, I think your King Kong's a little too happy to be on that Eiffel Tower, so.
Oh my God.
Mason, yours is giving like a poor rendition of like Freddy from Friday Night at Freddy's.
What?
Like, you know what I mean?
I thought you meant the horror villain.
Five Nights at
Yes,
Freddy's.
yes. It's the mouth. It's still fantastic, you guys. Anyway, don't go anywhere, guys. We will wrap up the show after this short break.
Public speaking is what I want to do with my life. I want to be able to influence others. Being in this class, I've made friends that I hang out with all the time and really good people. The professors are all so willing to help me with anything, and I'm really loving it. I have so many opportunities. I love being here, and I truthfully can't wait to see what this 4 years holds. If I could do anything to change a life, that would just be absolutely amazing.
What's great about my communications major is that it literally teaches you to communicate with people. I love the idea of event planning. I also like the idea of opening up my own business. The experience has been really good. Our department is really small, but you build connections with people. I thought that I was an introvert when I went into it. The farther it got along, I'm becoming more extroverted, so I forced myself to come out of my bubble, which has been good.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the final segment of MSU Inside Out. Kylie, what a great show it was. We got to highlight the Rock the Quad event. That was a lot of fun, certainly. We also got another rendition of the art speed drawing with King Kong on the Eiffel Tower. Kylie, what else fun did we have in the show today?
We
What are
had
the fun things?
a lot of info from Parker, including some really cool opportunities for some football players in Fargo. I'm excited to see how that turns out for them. What else do we have? I'm hoping we get to have Rock the Quad back in the fall with all the warm weather coming soon. Cole, what do we have coming up for KMSU?
Yeah, and real quickly, just want to thank Parker, Rayleigh, and Maya for being guests on the show, giving us all wonderful insight. But you said it, Kylie. So our last Inside the Dam podcast of the year is this Monday, start time at 7:30. Check it out on the KMSU podcast, and then it'll be uploaded on the MSU Beavers page as well. And then there's a possible Media Inc. meeting or a B- podcast potentially next week, just to kind of wrap up the year and maybe elect some new members of that group. And our last show of the year, also next Thursday, we're going to bring in some big names, so stay tuned for that. And that is all that we have for you guys tonight. With Kylie Kuntz, I'm Cole Clementich signing off. This has been MSU Inside Out. Be sure to tune in next Thursday for our hour-long finale. Have a good night.